A crazy caloric deficit is always going to trump your slow metabolism. My metabolism. My metabolism. My metabolism. Fucking fuck. You just gotta eat less food, you fat fucking pig. Last night I ate 1,000 calories. Yesterday I ate 1,000 fucking calories. Okay, I'm gonna do the same tonight. I'm gonna eat 1,000 fucking calories again tonight. Okay, I'm 5'7" on the money. All right. So if you're a man and you want to get hardcore, all right, the first thing, you want to adapt to burning pure body fat, okay? The 20-80 weight loss diet. Everybody should just do this diet for at least 30 days and keep those strips showing color to get adapted to burning pure fat, okay? Increase those mitochondria, all right? You want to be burning fat. Then, once you get to that point, you can play. You can play. So, when you're super fat adapted like me, I could pull on that food really hard without actually hitting the 20-80 macros because the calories are going to trump everything. Okay, so if you're trying to go stupid low on the calories, this advice now might fucking be terrible for some people, but maybe the best thing they ever heard for others. Okay? When I really want to cut weight fast, other than just doing a fast, I would sit on my ass and do nothing. Nothing. Okay? If I want to cut weight the next fastest way, I would pull the calories down to fuck all, like 1,000 cal, and I would do nothing again. Okay? Like nothing. Okay, I would maybe go work out once every few days. All right? Like, don't worry about it. Like, just get the focus. You're a fat pig. Get the focus on just cutting weight. Okay? Now, I've said before, it's better to lose weight on more calories and keep the activity up, especially if you're fucking out of shape. Okay? You got no fucking muscle. All right? But I don't have those problems. Okay, so guys like me, if I want to cut hard, I can do it on 1,000 calorie a fucking day, 1,200 calorie a day. Okay, and those macros, basically I just go regular low carb. Like last night, my meal was canned vegetables, a can of peas and carrots, a can of mushrooms, I had a chunk of fucking garlic sausage. I had some beets. What else did I have? Some pickles. Okay, it was under 1,000 calories. The garlic sausage was like 200, and I think just over 200 calories for every 100 grams. I only had 300 grams. I only had 60 grams maybe from the peas and the vegetables. Maybe there was 65 grams of protein. Who gives a fuck? I feel like $1 million today on that, okay? I just pushed that fast all fucking day and ate last night. Drank some pickle juice, got in some snake juice. Okay, I got in some potassium. Okay, like you can yank on the food if you're willing to fucking do. But that's the problem. A lot of you fat pigs don't have the discipline to fucking just sit there doing fuck all. Okay, or you can still go do stuff. You just do very little activity so you don't increase your hunger. Okay, now if you want to answer questions, give me your lunch money. Okay, give me your fucking lunch money, fatty. Okay, then I'll answer your fucking questions. Okay, this is pretty morbid. Okay, what I just told you is literally the same way that skeleton women lose weight. Okay, a lot of them will just sit there and do nothing and fucking starve on like 300 calories a day. Okay, you can get hardcore weight loss if you're willing to do that. It's just the patience of waiting to eat the meal and then fucking dialing in that meal to where, okay, what's the minimum amount of fucking food that I'd eat on a single meal at night that's gonna fucking make me be able to at least go to sleep? Okay, that's it. It doesn't matter if you fast for 3 fucking days straight or 7 days straight. The hunger only gets so high if you have fat on you. Okay, there's gonna be an amount of food that you can eat, a minimum amount of food that you can eat that's gonna take that hunger away. Even if you came off a 7-day fucking fast. If you came off a 7-day fast and you weren't a complete fucking idiot, you could easily eat in the evening off that 7-day fast if you're a male. And you could get away with a 1,200 calorie meal. If there's a pile of vegetables there and a pile of salt, and you got a good chunk of meat in, you could easily get away with a 1,200 calorie fucking meal coming off a fucking 7-day fucking snake juice fast and go to bed that night fine and dandy. Okay, you don't gotta eat according to how long you fast. Okay, you don't gotta eat a pile of fucking food. Okay, I have a donation from Lucas Levon. Says, okay, I want to see some calorie counts here, fuckers. Okay, when you're hardly eating any calories, it's pretty easy to count, fatty. Okay, like I do it on canned goods. Like, this is a fucking joke if you want to cut this way. Like, fuck. Okay, get on that 20/80 weight loss diet for a good month, get fat adapted, then do OMAD and whatever the fuck you want. Just cut the starch. The calories are so fucking low. Okay, they're so fucking low that maybe I buck myself out of ketosis for a few hours after a meal that's 1,000 cal, but I'll be right back in. It doesn't even matter. I'm gonna that fucking low of calories trumps everything. The low calorie diet that's that low trumps every fucking thing you could think of. There's no magic. Okay, you're gonna be fucking burning pure body fat when you wake up the next morning because you didn't eat shit. Okay, you can eat fucking 500 calories of pure fucking sugar and fucking be in ketosis every day. If it was a 500 calorie fucking meal, one meal a day, okay, even if you're a woman, okay, just listen to your body. If you're pulling too hard, eat more. So that you might have to eat twice. Fuck. Lucas Levin donated me $5, says, Cole, he's 340 pounds, 5'9", 37 years old. I think. 37 DR. My blood pressure was so high, I was lucky I didn't have a stroke. Just put on 2 medications, weekly 72 with medication. All right, so you could throw that 72 in. Obviously, that 72-hour fast, your blood pressure is going to drop like a stone. All right. So what are you doing when you're not doing the 72-hour fast? You yank that fucking food back. You're 340. Okay, I just told you guys I ate 1,000 fucking calories last night. There's not one motherfucker that couldn't, especially the activity you guys do, especially fat pigs. Okay, if you just lived your normal lazy fucking life that you're living right now, there's not one fucking pig on here that couldn't eat 1,000 calorie a day diet. The women could even go lower. Okay, the women could even go fucking lower than that. So this guy, if you want to do a 72 once a week, fine. Okay, don't ask me if you can do a 72-hour fast once a week. The question is, can you? Like, are you tough enough? Okay, if you can't do it, then don't. Grind through one, see how it feels. And on the other days, count your fucking calories. Get on this fucking 20/80 weight loss diet a while. Get those strips showing color. And then fucking you'll be adapted. And then what you could do is you could pull the calories even like if you start pulling the calories crazy low on the 20/80 weight loss diet, you're already going crazy low on the calories. That's when you can play. Okay, that's when you can play. Because now it's like, well, fuck, I'm pulling the calories this low on the 20/80 weight loss diet down to like 1,000 or 1,200 or some shit. It's okay if you fucking fuck with the macros a bit. It doesn't have to be 20/80 macros no more because you're fucking so low on the cal. If you feel like you want to bump that protein up just a hair, go ahead. Okay, there's no dogma here. Okay, this is a weight loss dogma-free fucking zone. Okay, get the fucking food down, you fat pig. Okay, stop listening to these motherfuckers that tell you calories don't matter. Fucking idiots. Shut the fuck up. Okay, less you fucking eat, the more weight you fucking lose, pig. Fuck, it's that simple. Less food you fucking eat, the more fucking weight you lose, pig. Okay? So this guy, if he's on blood pressure meds, if the blood pressure comes down like crazy on the fast, cut the fucking meds. Don't give yourself a low blood pressure, just be smart. Okay, just because they put you on the meds doesn't mean you're on them forever. Fuck, that's the whole point of doing this. You want to get off that shit. Okay, so 72, and then on the days you do eat, get on that fucking 20, get those strips showing color. Okay, once you're dropping weight like a motherfucker and you can count the food, then you can play around with the macros. Obviously, meat and vegetables is going to be a great cutting diet, even if it's not 20/80 macros. meat and vegetables once you're fat adapted on low calories. Okay, now if you're fucking bringing the calories back up closer to maintenance, the 20-80 macros is what you should be doing. Okay, because then you'd be way overeating on the protein if you're not hitting the 20-80 macros. But when you get the calories way the fuck down there, then you can fucking do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck. Okay, you're gonna be cutting weight. You're eating nothing. Like, fuck. Okay, 20-80, remember what that means. Less than 20% of the total calories from protein. Okay, 80% from fat and vegetables, trace carbs. Make sure the strips are showing color. Get your body adapted to that. So then when you jump on a fucking 1,000-calorie OMAD routine where the macros aren't 20-80 and you just bump the vegetables up, maybe bump the protein up a little bit because your calories are so fucking low, then you'll feel like $1 million because you'll be able to fucking, that switch will flip like easily. That switch from glucose to fat burn, glucose burn to fat burn. All right? Like, fuck. If you've had bariatric surgery or something, you could fast all fucking day till like right before you go to bed and have a snack. Like, it's fine. Fuck, you're gonna die, you fat pig. I have a donation from Heat Blair. Donated me $5, says, shit, what the fuck's this thing doing? Let's see here. Heat Blair donated me $5, says, female, 5 foot 457 pounds. Third color on the strips. Okay, that's good. Kosher, salt, I'm guessing. No pork, no shellfish, no mixing meat and milk. What should I eat on a road trip and how get the strips darker? So if you're on the third one, you're doing good. You don't need to get them darker than that. It's fine. Okay, obviously, don't chew gum. Don't use fucking sweeteners. Is the scale dropping? Okay, see, it's so easy for people to shift away from that fucking scale and weight loss. Like, it's about weight loss. Is the fucking scale dropping? Okay, do you feel good? If the scale's fucking dropping, then you're doing good. Okay, these are just accountability measures for when the scale isn't doing shit. And then you have confidence that you're actually doing a diet that fucking's gonna fucking get fat off of you. Okay, is the scale dropping? If you're on a road trip, at minimum, just fucking go with your low carb kick if you can't hit the 20-80 macros for some reason. Okay, if you can't keep the strip showing colors, make sure the calories are rock bottom. Okay, if you're on a road trip and you had to go through, like, that's where you could still go through the fucking drive-through. Okay, you get pickles, go to the store and maybe go to the grocery store, grab some canned goods and a can opener, some vegetables. All right, eat a meal a fucking day. Why do you need to eat more than that on the road trip? Okay, count the calories. Okay, on the road trip, even if you don't get the fucking 20-80 weight loss macros, who fucking gives a shit? Just make sure the fucking calories are rock bottom. Okay, you think you're not gonna lose weight if your fucking macros are off, but you're only at 1,000 cal? Of course you're gonna. Okay, women, fuck 800? Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with 800 fucking calories. Okay, fuck, just get in some meat and vegetables. You'll be fucking laughing. You'll be dropping weight like mad. Okay, you guys gotta push that envelope because you've been brainwashed so bad that you can't fucking pull the calories down. Just pull them the fuck down. What the fuck do you think fasting is? It's 0 calories, fuck's sakes. And then people are scared of going like on a 1,000-calorie a day diet for a month. Like, fuck, most of you fat men can do 1,000-calorie a day fucking diet for a fucking month. Easy. And it would be equivalent to doing like a fucking 10 to 12-day fast on snake juice. That's how fucking much you're pulling the calories back. Do you understand that? You yank the calories that hard? If you fat fucking pig men were on a 1,000-cal a day diet, obviously OMAD, at night, pile of fucking salt, for a month, you are going to lose as much fucking body fat as you would on like a fucking 10+ day snake juice fast without fasting more than 23 hours and 45 minutes. You get it? Like, fuck. Okay, this is how you lose weight quick. And you're losing weight quick, what you need to be doing? Cranking that snake juice up. Because you're going to get low as fuck on salt. You treat it like you're fasting. Like 1,000 calories a day for a man, you almost treat that like a fast. Okay, women, like, fuck, 1,000? Fuck. 1,000's your maintenance, pig. Most of you women, 1,000, 1,200's your fucking maintenance if you want to be lean. Fuck. Fuck you, fucking most of you fucking jackasses. Fuck, you fat pigs. Don't need no fucking 2,000 calorie a day diet. You're a woman. Fuck. Okay, ripped guys are eating 2,000 a day. What the fuck? You don't need no 2,000. Just make sure you're not pulling the calories hard when you're on fucking parts of your cycle where you're dumping minerals like crazy. Okay, learn your fucking cycle, you dummies. Fuck. Learn when you're ovulating. Learn when you're not. Okay? That way then you can fucking avoid birth control, which makes you fat as fuck and fucks your hormones all up. Makes you sick. And then it fucks your fucking sleep up, fucks up your fucking eating, your eating cycle, your hunger cycle. How bad do you want to lose weight, pig? So on the road trip, it's simple. Like I said, just count the fucking calories. Okay, just count the fucking calories if you're on that road trip. If you're fat adapted, if you have 2 days where you kick yourself out, who cares? If you're on the road trip, you go to fucking wherever you want and have, okay, like, if the woman's 5'4", 157 pounds, you think she couldn't fast all fucking day? And then that night have like one, whatever you want to eat. Like, you think she couldn't go have a fucking burger from a burger joint, like a double burger that's under 1,000 cal and call it a day at that? Of course you could. Just make sure you got your fucking snake juice on you. Okay, you could lose more weight even if you yank the calories harder than your normal 20-80 weight loss diet. Maybe you're used to eating 20-80 at 1,300 cal, and then you're on that road trip and you fucking have an 800 calorie burger. One. Okay, you're gonna you're still 500 calories under. Okay, you're gonna be at a bigger deficit. Just fucking don't eat. Okay, just eat less fucking food. Fuck. Just eat less fucking food. Count the fucking calories so you know you're eating less. The whole point of the fucking 20-80 weight loss diet is it kills your hunger. And it makes you adapted to burning fat very efficiently when you're at rest. You're not just burning glucose. Okay, and then that makes you better at dieting. Okay, once you're in ketosis for a long stint, that's when you can just do a general fucking low carb diet without even being on a 20-80 macro split. And you're not going to be hungry. You just make sure you're eating your fucking vegetables. Fuck. I seen the stupidest fucking thing somebody sent me yesterday after I was talking about the vegetables. Anthony Chafee saying, oh, vegetables give you they're carcinogenic. What an idiot. Fuck, see, this is the kind of shit. Oh, yeah, there's carcinogens in them. Yeah, fucking maybe like a millionth of a microgram of fucking carcinogens. Get the fucking dose right, jackass. Fucking idiot. That's exactly the problem. Why the motherfuckers now, then they wouldn't eat any vegetables, which is volume to make them eat less calories, lose more fucking weight. Fucking stupid jackass. Fuck. Dumb shit. Dumb fucking shit. I'm done fucking, if I'm gonna call these fucking jackasses out from now on because it's about fucking weight loss. Everyone wants to lose weight and they just beat around the fucking bush. Okay, if you want to lose more weight, eat less. How do you eat less? More fucking vegetables. If you fucking react to a vegetable, don't eat that one. Fucking shut the fuck up. Fuck. Last night, do you think I could have got away with just 300 grams of that sausage and went to bed with no hunger without the fucking can of peas and carrots and the can of mushrooms? Only bumping the calories up maybe another 150? Fuck, if I would have just ate more fucking meat, it wouldn't have felt like anything. If I would have just had the same calories but a little more meat, I would have still fucking felt way fuller from eating those fucking pickles. I had the beets and the peas and carrots and the mushrooms. Fuck. Of course. That's how I can get away. That's how I ate the 1,000 calories last night. I'm not telling you I was grinding on 1,000. That wasn't even a grind. That was an easy fucking meal. It fucking filled me up. Enough. Vegetables, fuckheads. Stupid shit. Stupid fucking dumb shit. Doesn't matter if you're doing strict 20-80 ketosis macros or eating a low carb diet where you're not hitting 20-80. More fucking vegetables. You're gonna fucking eat less food, you dummy. Fuck, you're trying to lose weight, aren't you? Or are you just trying to be a fucking part of the fucking religion? Fucking retards. Hopefully I answered her question. All right. Kyle Griffith donated me $5, says. Just wait a sec here. Kyle Griffith donated me $5, says, Cole, you told me I was right on the money with my calories the other day. I'm down another 1.8 pounds in 24 hours. Getting dick skin ripped. Perfect. Because you probably, if I said you're right on the money, you're probably good. Meaning you were good that you're going to be losing weight on that. Okay, so right on, when I say right on the money, it means, okay, that's a calorie count. You're going to be losing weight at a good clip. Okay, sometimes there's going to be some people, if you're fucking sending me calorie counts that are super low, I'll say, yeah, you're fucking pretty low. If you can hold on to that, you're going to lose weight even faster, right? But you don't need to as long as you're losing weight. But if you want to lose weight really fucking fast and still eat every day, you got to just yank the calories down to nothing. And use some intermittent fasting via 1 meal a day to fucking just push through that part of the day. And then get vegetables in. What do you think I started that meal off with? You think I ate the sausage first? No. I ate the fucking vegetables first. The sausage was like dessert. Okay, I had the peas and carrots. One can of peas and carrots was at like 100 fucking calories. And then I had a can of mushrooms. I had the beets and the pickles. And then I had the sausage after I salted the shit out of all that fucking, those vegetables with the snake juice salts. Thanks for the donations. Ellie Rayhani donated me $100 in some sort of currency. 26-year-old male, 5'9", 79 kg. I've lost 4 kg eating 1,800 calories, 20-80 weight loss diet. I'm skinny fat. Should I stick with this until lean or switch it up to build muscle? Just slow the weight loss down. I don't know how fast how long it took to fucking lose that. Okay, it's okay. You can still build, just slow it right down. Okay, just slow down the weight loss. And obviously then it comes back to what's your training look like? Like, are you training like a bitch? Or are you lifting some heavy fucking weight? Okay, you could fucking get jacked on straight calisthenics. Like, you can get jacked just fucking getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger on pull-ups and push-ups. Okay, fucking jailhouse training. Can you get jacked doing that if that's what you want to do? Okay, you can fucking, when you're in the gym, lift some heavier weights, do some lower rep sets. Okay, how are you training? Okay, if you're still skinny fat, you're 79 kg, 5'9". You know, like, I guess, like, if you don't got any legs, you're still almost 80 kg. You probably definitely cut more weight than that, I'm guessing. Okay, just keep looking in the mirror. Okay, you could do a fucking two-day a week full body like just Jordan. Okay, my buddy Jordy's losing weight. Fucking eating 1 meal a fucking day. 20-80 macros right now. Trains twice a week, full body. Okay, check out his YouTube channel. Just Jordan, JUSJRDN. Okay, he'll show you exactly what the fuck he's doing. Okay, so it's very simple. Like, you can build muscle on the cut, but if you're getting closer to your goal body weight or closer to what your body would be where you're lean, okay, I shouldn't say goal body weight because a lot of you guys' goals are shit. Okay, your fucking goals are nowhere near being lean. Fuck. Let's say your weight where you'd be lean, just slow down the fucking weight loss. Bring it down to a creep. Pound a week. Okay, pound a week. And then get stronger. Just get fucking stronger. Lift heavier. More intensity, heavier weights. Okay, avoid fucking a bunch of a bunch of high rep, lightweight fucking volume, junk volume. That's just gonna make you hungry and it's not gonna do shit. All right? Lots of rest. Make sure you recover fully, especially if you're trying to yank the calories back like crazy. That's where, like I said, that's where a 2-day a week full body or a 4-day a week upper lower split. Very, very low daily volume. Obviously, the full body on a 2-day a week isn't going to be the lowest daily volume, but it's going to be very low volume per muscle at least. But that day, you can bump the food up. Fuck, there's no, like that day, you get 2 meals if you want it. Breakfast, dinner. Fuck, you know, and then the other days, you could yank the food back to fuck all. 1,000 calories on the fucking rest days and then 2,000 on the training day. See how that feels, okay? You can play. Okay, don't rush things. You got all the time in the fucking world. This is a never-ending process. Okay, that's... So yeah, like if you're at 79 kg, like you're still, you know, you're still 180 pounds. You know, 5'9". You know, you could probably yank yourself down to 170 and see what you look like. And then you just work on your body at 170. Zaynetta Allen donated me $5. Thank you very much. Monk donated me oh shit, that's good. Keiju donated me $50. Says, thanks for the donations. Snake diet week 1 down to 376 pounds from 394 pounds. Awesome job so far. See, that's a drop, obviously. Like 18 pounds in a fucking week. But he's fat. Fine. It's not a problem when you're that fat like the last guy I just addressed. He's fucking getting closer to he's got a body that if you went to a swimming pool and he had his shirt off, he'd look like a normal guy from the 1970s probably. 1980, whatever, like not a fat pig. Now this guy, fuck, he's got tons of weight to lose. He could drop 20 in a week. Who gives a shit? He's laughing. He's 34 years old, male, 210, or 5'10", weighed 205 pounds years ago until I was hit by a car, which fucked me up for years. I love battle ropes, running, and weight training. Thank you for helping me take back my life. Awesome job. And yeah, at 5'10", if you're 205 before, you could get there again. Fuck, do better than that even. Fuck, you'll get there. Get there and then see where you're at 205. And like you said, if you go to the gym, just make sure if you're with where you're at. Now, this guy wants to cut, all right? Like, don't even worry about tacking on a pile of muscle. Just drop fucking weight. Okay, what's your calorie count? Because I see that you're losing weight like crazy, so you're just like doing crazy long fasts and then eating a meal and not really counting nothing. Okay, even if you're doing a bunch of long fasts, count the fucking calories on the day. Count the calories, know your protein numbers. Okay, learn that shit. Become a fucking high-level dieter, not just a bottom-of-the-barrel motherfucking dieter that just is trying to rely on some magic trick. Like a meat-only diet or a vegan diet, some bullshit magic trick. Okay, count the fucking macros. Even if you're doing the 20/80 weight loss diet, count the fucking macros. The thing about this diet's actually got a marker, a biomarker, so you can see if you're in ketosis. Okay, it's accountability. It's for you fuckers so you don't eat a bunch of fucking carbs and you have less hunger. Okay, get those strips showing color. Thanks for the donation. Okay, Monk donated me $200 of a currency. More like $4. 5'10". That's funny. More like $4. 5'10", 160-pound guy, 20% body fat, comfortably doing OMAD and 72s for years, but lifting very little. Best way to shred to 140 pounds for my wedding in 4 weeks. 1 long fast. Well, you're 5'10", and you're already 160. All right, so you need to be putting on muscle is what you need to be fucking doing. Okay, if you got a wedding in 4 weeks, like, you can, if you feel like you're going to look better at a lighter weight, like 150 pounds at 5'10", maybe you're that thin guy, then obviously if you only have 4 weeks to dump some weight, then you either, like I said, fast. You got 2 ways to lose weight. Like, you got 1 way to lose weight fucking quick. Fucking pull the calories to nothing. Either fucking straight fasting or low calories per day. Some way that you're yanking the calories down to fuck all. Okay, I just mentioned how like 1,000 calorie a day diet, 1,200 calorie a day diet for 4 fucking weeks is gonna pull fat off you. But like, you should be still training. All right, like, you don't want to fucking be 140 fucking pounds at 5'10". Like, that's tiny. Like, not, like, there is people that are that light. There is. Like, there is. It depends on your goal. I shouldn't say that everyone wants to be all fucking, like, 'cause you're just not just going to build a bunch of muscles and natural lift or anybody, but not everybody really cares if they're fucking, like, showing some fucking curves on with muscle and shit. But regardless, like, fuck, 140 pounds at 5'10", here's a good test. If somebody's really light and they're fairly, like, got some height, so 5'10", 140, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're a male and you can't get up and do 10 fucking pull-ups, you're a pussy. Okay, so if you can't do fucking 10 pull-ups at 140 pounds, 5'10", because you're just too weak, you're a fucking pussy. You need to lift more you need to train harder and get the food up higher. Okay, you're a fucking pussy if you can't do 10 fucking pull-ups. You should, especially if you're ripped, you should be able to do 20. Okay, if you're lean, fuck, I'm fluffy as fuck right now, and I can do fucking 20 inside grip pull-ups, for fuck's sakes, at 200 pounds. Okay, like, fuck. There's nobody that should be fucking able to, I should not be able to out-pull up anybody that's got 30 pounds less body weight than me at the fucking same height. Fuck. Okay, it means you're a pussy. Fuck, if you gotta be able to fucking you gotta be able to have some strength. Okay, so that's how. If you're doing OMAD, okay, if you're trying to lose more weight, just do the OMAD and yank the calories back, throw it fast, like you're talking crash dieting. You just don't eat shit. The easiest way to do it is going to be like a meal a day, pushing that meal to the evening and doing like a 1,000, 1,200 calorie meal. Fucking, and cranking up the volume from the vegetables. And keeping yourself showing some color on these strips. Okay, that's going to be one way. And then if you want to throw a fast in, go ahead. But like, you know, you don't want to fucking be a skinny little bitch. You want to fucking lift some weights. You want to get strong. I get you have a wedding right away, so whatever. Do whatever you want for the wedding. And then after that, build some fucking muscle. Kiki donated me 20 bucks, says 5'4", 42-year-old female, 145 pounds. OMAD Sunday through Thursday. Fasting Friday and Saturday. 1 hour on elliptical on OMAD days. 1 cup brown rice, 1 cup chicken / fish, 2 cups salad and veggies, 2 cups of coffee, losing 1 to 2 pounds a week. Any advice? Thank you. Fuck, perfect. The one advice I would say is when you start getting if it starts getting difficult, scrap the fasting over the weekend. And just fucking, what's your calorie count at? Say you didn't say that here. What's your calorie count? Okay, scrap the fasting during the weekend and just go to OMAD on all the days and just make sure you're tight on those calories. Because if that fucking weekend starts getting really hard, then that's pointless. That's going to start yanking too much on your body if you're getting close to a good body weight. 5'4", you know, I don't know what your genetics look like, but usually you're shooting for like 120 pounds, 130. If you're fucking got some muscle on you, something like that. So that's, yeah, what you're doing is fine. That's just a clean looking diet. You don't got to do the 20-80 weight loss diet. You're losing weight fucking eating just chicken, rice, and vegetables. Fine, perfect. Okay, you're doing it on OMAD, perfect. Okay, what I would be doing is don't just do just straight fucking cardio. All right, like get strong. Even the women, like chase a pull-up, chase push-ups. Can you do a fucking pull-up? If you can't, get there. Okay, that's, body weight's beautiful in a way because it forces intensity. You can't just go and grab a 5-pound dumbbell off the rack and have bitch intensity. It's like whatever your body weight is, that's the weight. Okay, that's the weight. It's like going to a gym that only has 1 dumbbell. Okay, that's the weight. Okay, so chase some fucking strength. Okay, don't just waste away this little skinny little woman. Okay, where you got no fucking muscle on your upper body and you got no fucking legs, no ass. Okay, you want to lift some weight. So that's where grinding out the weekend fast, okay, maybe for now, but once you lose a little bit more, drop that and just go straight OMAD. Just go straight OMAD and don't abuse that coffee. Okay, if you're going to have a coffee, fucking only pre-workout. Do not fucking drink You're going to do whatever you're going to do, but fuck, if you're not exercising on a day, don't drink coffee for nothing. Okay, don't drink coffee for nothing. Okay, even though lots of people are, whatever. But optimally, you shouldn't be drinking coffee for nothing. You should be using it as a fucking tool, not just abusing it because you're bored. If you want a hot drink, drink something else. Okay, 2 cups is quite a bit. I don't know if it's 2 cups of 250 mil or if it's like 2 big fucking cups. But regardless, you're losing weight. That's the main goal. Awesome job so far. If you start getting taxed, fucking get rid of the weekend fasting and make sure you're fucking lifting some weights. And if you're gonna do body weight calisthenics, and do body weight calisthenics. Focus on some sort of pulling exercises. Strengthen up your push-ups, planks, partial push-ups. If you can't do a push-up, do fucking half reps. Put something under your chest when you're doing partials. Okay, you want to get stronger. Okay, you want to be able to do a pull-up. Okay, a fucking woman should be able to do a fucking pull-up. Okay, get there. Chase some fucking strength. If you're getting close to your weight. Now, I'm talking to a woman that doesn't have a pile of weight to lose. You fat pigs, whole nother story. Okay, just fucking lose fucking weight, because you ain't nowhere near a pull-up yet anyway. Okay, just lose weight. Fuck. If you're a woman that's 250 fucking pounds, don't worry about anything that I just said. Fucking cut the food back the fuck on, fast your fucking bag off. Get in the gym and do a fucking shitload of fucking steady state cardio, snake cardio. Like long duration, slow, low intensity cardio. Okay, get bored out of your skull. Okay, don't listen to music. Get used to being bored. It's going to help you become a better dieter, because then you're not going to be waiting for the scale to drop. Slow the clock down deliberately. All right. TT donated me $2. Says, any tips on making money on a weight loss journey? Start a YouTube channel. Take starting pictures. I'll tell you what I did right off the bat when I very first even started this shit. I was like 186 or something, and I was eating a meal a day, cut down to 172, put up a before and after on my fucking Facebook page. Like my regular personal page. I put up a before and after. I said what I was doing, and bang, people were messaging me in the background for help. Okay, right then and there, I could have fucking been charging them. So just fucking get your fat ass lean. Okay, before and after of you, a good one. Start there. Okay, get that fucking first picture taken, lose fucking weight, slap that up, bang. Okay, if you got a before and after result, fucking people are going to want to pay you to lose weight. Especially if you tell them how you were doing it, and there's a little bit of that fucking magic trick stuff, like, oh, I did it on OMAD. Okay, we damn well know that it's still a calorie game. But you're like, oh, I did it on a meal a day, or I did it, or you can teach me even how to do the 20/80 weight loss diet. Now that has value, because that's going to also help people with other health issues. Just fucking pulling the carbs right out and getting the protein down to a limit where you're in ketosis. That's how you do it. Start a YouTube channel. Fucking log the whole fucking thing. Okay? Log the thing from start to finish. Like, use YouTube like it's a journal. Okay, that's how you do it. It just takes time. But you need to get a result with yourself. You can't be a fat pig and give help. Like, fuck. Okay, I can. Fuck, I can be a fat-ass pig and still give help, because I've been lean like a million times. Okay, I fucking done fucking crazy long fast, got fat deliberately. Okay, but you gotta get lean at least the first time. You gotta get lean. Like, I don't know if you know who Chris Jones is. Okay, Chris Jones is like, he's old school fucking YouTuber. Okay, this guy, he's shorter than I am. He'll get up to like fucking 220 pounds. He's an excellent bodybuilder. He'll get up to 220 on his bulks. And then he'll get just fucking cut. Okay, it's not a big deal when you're fucking somebody like me to fucking bulk and then cut. But you fat pigs, if you want to help people and make them listen, you got to get the weight off. Okay, you ain't there yet. You got to just get the fucking weight off. Tier O operator donated me $5. Thanks for the donations. 5'11", 240-pound male, and about 30% body fat, trying to cut to 175, 180, and currently doing the 20/80 weight loss diet. 1,000 to 1,200 calories. Long fast or continue the diet. Fuck, if you're fucking doing that low cal in that 20/80 routine, just keep doing it. Okay, you don't need to do no long fast there, unless you feel like you want to skip a day. If you skip that day, though, don't go compensating for that day of fasting by eating like 2,000, because then you really didn't do shit if you're already eating 1,000 cal a day. If you can hold on to a 1,200 calorie a day diet on this fucking diet, you're going to fucking drop body fat like mad. Okay, if it's working, don't break it. Okay, like I said, if there's just a day where you end up barely not eating and you feel like you could just go to bed like with no food, then fine. Okay, then bust out a 36 or 48-hour fast. Fine. Okay, but if you're already going that low in the calories, that's what we're talking about here. Okay, you're counting them. If you're already that fucking low, okay, that's fucking low as fuck. There's people in a 30-day window that are gonna not even be close to your total calories on 30 days that have done like a bunch of 72-hour fasts. Okay, like if you take your low end, let's say 1,000 calories, so that's 30,000 calories in the month, which is fuck all for a man. There's going to be people that'll be fucking doing some 72-hour fast. Fuck, there might even be people that do a 7-day fast in that 30-day window, and they're not even going to be near your fucking deficit. They're going to be still way over 30,000 calories, even with the long fast. So who's going to lose more fucking weight? The guy that ate 30,000 calories on a meal a day on 1,000 for the month, or the person that ate 40,000 calories and had like 2 72-hour fasts and even a 7-day fast in there. Obviously, the fucking guy that ate less. Doesn't matter if that other fucker did those fasts. Shit, you're basically like, and as far as your body's concerned, like the benefits of the fasting with like, you know, cancer and all this other shit. Okay, like on 1,000 calories, no matter what, like if you're going 2080 macros, or even if the macros aren't even at 2080 after a while, if you're adapted and you're a little bit higher on the protein at 1,000 cal, fuck, it's like literally, it's like the same, you'll get the same health benefits of just doing a fucking fast. Because there's no food. Okay, even Longo, when he talks about his fasting mimicking fucking diet. Okay, what do you think makes it even, the only thing fasting mimicking about his fucking fasting mimicking diet is that it's like 800 calories a day. Okay, fuck, that's what makes it fasting mimicking, because no one's eating anything. Okay, that's why you get a fucking similar result to people that are just doing a straight fast. Because there's no fucking food. Fuck. Okay, you got a woman that's a skeleton woman, I won't use the A word. Okay, that's eating 300 calories a fucking day. Fuck, there's no difference. Fuck, if she's only, she's eating 300 calories a day, it's probably like in 2 snacks or 1. Fuck, you think that fucking crazy caloric restriction, even though she's still eating some food, is going to be much different than just not eating at all? No. Fuck. People will bring up, oh, she's spiking her insulin. Are you fucking serious? You know how much fucking 100 calories spikes your insulin? Like nothing. Fuck. Doesn't even matter. Because the weight loss trumps all that shit. Okay, the fat loss trumps it all. All of it. All of it. The person that's losing weight like fucking crazy is going to get the best results with everything. Okay, it doesn't matter if he's fucking doing crazy long fasts and shit. But if you're losing weight like crazy, you got to be getting in your fucking electrolytes. Snake juice. Okay, salt, sodium, and potassium in good amounts. Remember, if I miss your super chat, your donation, screenshot it now. Send it to me on Instagram. Okay, if you fucking message me on Instagram and tell me, oh, I sent you a fucking super chat, but I forgot to screenshot, I ain't answering shit. Okay, fuck, you better have that fucking goddamn fucking screenshot. Okay, Zanetta Allen donated me $5, says, 5'9", 236 pounds, doing 2080 weight loss diet. After, I always say 2080 weight loss diet because that's what it fucking is. It's a weight loss diet. If you're not trying to lose weight, you don't need to do it. Okay, at that point, you're fat adapted. You can fucking fuck with the macros to where you might buck yourself out of ketosis sometimes and just make sure your calories are on point. It's a weight loss diet. It's to kill your fucking hunger. It's to get you fat adapted. It's to fix your fucking, it's to basically get you to shift into fat burning mode way easier. Okay, get you to use fat for fuel like 100% of the time. So she's doing the 2080 weight loss diet. After I eat, I am getting hormonal bumps under my chin. Should I break my eating windows down? How to eat right before period, I believe. Okay, so first off, you didn't tell me anything. Where's your fucking weight log? Okay, where's the weight log? Because if I see your weight log, like if I know that you're losing weight, I know you're not overeating. Are you overeating? You can still overeat on it. Are you losing weight? Okay, if you're not losing weight, eat fucking less. If you feel like if you're eating one meal a day and it feels like too much food in the sitting, eat twice. Okay, you don't have to be married to OMAD, especially if you're a woman. Okay, are you losing fucking weight? If you're not losing weight, eat less. It's simple. If you're not losing weight over the week, eat less. How do you know that you're actually eating less? You have to count the fucking calories, or else you will not know that you're actually eating less. Okay, don't be fucking lazy about that. If you're doing the 20-80 diet, you know that you are counting shit. That's the beauty of that part. Because you wouldn't know that you're 20-80 unless you fucking were counting shit. Okay, so if you're losing weight, you're good. Okay, if you feel like you're having some sort of a reaction, then make sure it's not just a bad food choice. Okay, make sure it's not a bad food choice. And remember, you fat pigs, your body fat carries toxins. You could be detoxing all the way down to where you're ripped. Okay, and that is why you want to at least get ripped once. Lean. You want to strip your body of all that shitty fat that could have a pile of shit in it from your shitty fucking lifestyle for the last how many years. Okay, you want to strip your body down. Now, if you're on some med or God knows what, you could have some fucking detox effects all the way down when you're dropping body fat quick. And that being said, the faster you lose body fat, you might have some more detox effects than you would if you were losing it slower. Because it's a larger dose of toxins coming off you from the fat. Okay? Coming out of the fat as you burn it. So keep that in mind. Okay, keep that in mind, that your fat can be dirty. So when you're dropping weight like fucking crazy, there's going to be toxins that you got to kick. And you could have fucking some detox symptoms like skin bumps, whatever. Okay, understand that. So 2 meals a day and eating right before your period. Like, so if you're bleeding, don't yank the food back hard. Make sure you're getting in enough iron and shit. Okay, eat some red meat. Eat some of the dark chocolate. Okay, don't be fucking yanking food like crazy when you're on that part of your cycle. Okay, learn your cycle. Go get a book on your menstrual cycle and learn when the fucking different hormones are up and down, when you're low as fuck on minerals. So you can fucking pull food hard when you feel good, and you don't pull food as hard when you feel like fucking when you're low on fucking minerals. It's the same with the training. That's why fucking certain styles of cycling, intense training and not intense training for long distance athletes and shit for women works very good if you have a good fucking coach. Okay, hopefully I answered that question. So you want to be losing weight. Number one, you're losing fucking weight. If you're not losing weight, eat less. Okay, 5'9", 236 pound female, like start at fucking 1,200 calories a day on that diet. Just keep it down there and see what that scale's doing. Kju donated me $10, says 2,500 calorie maintenance, adopted the 20-80 weight loss diet and using ketone strips. May you suggest the best vegetables to use for OMAD for volume. Bought a head of broccoli and celery hearts and sausages for week 2. Perfect. Like green vegetables, low carb vegetables that don't have any starch, really. So when I said I ate peas and carrots last night in that one meal, that's not optimal. All right? Okay, go up, like I said, go on fucking Google and YouTube and look up keto-friendly, ketogenic diet. And don't just type in keto anymore, because keto is so fucking loose. At least put in ketogenic diet friendly vegetables. Okay? And the end of the day, as long as these strips are still showing color, if your goal is to keep yourself in ketosis nonstop, then you're good. Okay? But also, again, if you go a little bit high and you're getting closer to your goal body weight and the vegetable's a little bit higher and these fade for some reason because you fucked it up, is the scale dropping? If it is, so what? Okay, so what? That's the fucking end goal, is to lose weight. So it's fine. Okay, if you're fucking, it's fine. The main thing is you don't want the protein through the fucking roof, because that actually keeps the sugars higher than anything. It's a bigger fuck up to eat like when the calories are up there close to maintenance, it's a bigger fuck up to have the protein way high than it is to have a little more fucking carb from fucking fiber and vegetables. Okay, it's a bigger fuck up to have the protein through the roof. Because that's going to keep your blood sugar elevated way longer. All right, but now if you're eating like no calories, so if you're eating like fucking 1,000 calorie diet or a woman that fucking knocks back 800 calories or something, then who gives a shit? If the ratio's at that point, you're eating nothing. Who gives a fuck? If you feel good, you don't have to fucking be showing color all the time, but if the calories are that low, you're going to be showing color on these strips most of the time because the calories are just so fucking low. There's just no food there to kick you out for very long because the calories are so low. People just gotta remember that. Okay? Like a fucking even a chunk of straight chicken breast and fucking peas and carrots and a chicken breast is nowhere near 2080 macros. But if you're getting close to your body weight and you happen to have that one night for some fucking reason, which you're not going to feel as good because the fat's too low, so the hunger will be higher. But just the same, if you fucking ate that and it was only like 600 calorie of food, you're not going to kick yourself out shit. Okay? Because there's no food. All right. You guys, I hope you understand this. I'm trying to teach you how this shit works. Okay, that's why calories will always still be king. Okay, always, always. Low calories is king. Low calories is fucking king of weight loss, period. Doesn't matter what the fuck you're eating. Fuck, people just they got away from it so much. Because honestly, the two fucking diets that really fucked up the calorie game was veganism and fucking the carnivore diet. Because both of them are like, don't count anything. Don't count anything. So they just water it down so bad that now no one's counting shit. And the fucking results have fucking gotten worse since fucking 2015. No one wants to count shit. Most important fucking thing, learn how to fucking actually diet, you fucking jackasses. Fat pigs. Learn how to diet. Okay, don't just look for some shortcut, fatty. If you guys don't know, you fucking pay to play. If you have questions, donate and I'll answer them. Okay, I'm sure as fuck not gonna answer shit where there's no donation when everyone else is donating. Fuck, how the fuck's that fair? Fuck, pay. I told you guys this fucking 4 days ago, I ain't answering shit no more unless you fucking pay. Donate. Nate Norm donated me $5, says, aside from weight loss, are the health benefits from a dry fast exponentially greater than on a snake juice fast? Dry fasting is hard for me. Unless you are in a pinch where you have like a really bad skin problem, or you're like 2 steps of fucking getting a limb chopped off from fucking neuropathy from diabetes, like something where it's an emergency, you don't have to do any dry fasting. Okay, that's a tool for extreme shit. Unless you just want to. Yeah, you'll lose weight faster, but example, a 3-day dry faster is like substantially harder than a snake juice fast that's even 4 days. Right? So now you can actually put more time on the snake juice. So it's 6 of one, half a dozen the other. Like the most aggressive thing you can possibly do is going to be dry fasting. Okay, especially if it's a skin problem. Okay, but even just the snake juice fasting for the skin problem is fucking 99% chance it's just going to go away. You're still not eating any food. Dry fasting is just that next level of autophagy. Okay, it's just that next level. That's why I'll never, ever say to not dry fast or try it. Okay, just try it. Like at least have that weapon in your arsenal. Grind out a fucking 72-hour dry fast. Okay, 72 is going to be right when you start getting dry at probably 48 when you're really getting there. And then another fucking 24 hours. Then you'll feel it. You'll be able to tell what it feels like. All right? And you are going to drop a fuckload of body fat on a dry fast. Okay? But just the same, the snake juice fasting is going to be safer because obviously you're not taxing yourself in those electrolytes, because when you come off the dry fast, no matter what, you got to make those electrolytes up sooner or later. And that's going to give you a bigger chance to fucking eat like a horse too. All right, but that's like as far as health benefits, the most important thing is just to lose fucking weight. Just to lose weight and get lean is the fucking most important thing. Over and above like one fast here and there ain't gonna do shit. One fast here and there ain't gonna do shit compared to just losing all the fucking body fat and getting down to a good body weight. That's what the goal is. Okay, but like I said, a hard dry fast could be a very good tool for an acute situation. KC 526 donated me $20. Says, what is the 2080 weight loss diet? I get that this is keeping strips purple and 1,000 cals, but what is the 2080 mean? Thank you. So the 2080 weight loss diet has nothing to do with 1,000 calories. You might have just heard that from another question. It means that you're less than 20% of the total calories from protein. And the rest of the calories, so the other 80% would be from fat and trace carbs. It's a strict ketosis diet. And that's where these strips would come in and show color. It keeps your blood sugar rock bottom. Okay, it's an aggressive healing protocol. Okay, it's going to fucking get your hunger hormones back in check. It's going to make you less hungry so you can cut fucking harder, especially at the start when you're a fat pig. Okay, because you're going to be burning pure fat. It makes you get adapted to burning fat. So if you're eating 1,000 calorie diet and you're a woman, you'd be at maximum 50 grams of protein and the rest would be from fat and carbs. If you do the math, 50 grams of protein would be exactly 20% of 1,000 calories because 50 times 4 is 200 calories of protein is 20% of 1,000. The rest would be fat and trace carbs from vegetables. 22,000 calorie diet for a male. Okay, 100 gram of protein. That's exactly 20% of the calories of 2,000 calories. 100 grams of protein is 400 calories, which is going to be 20% of 2,000. And the rest of those calories will be from fat and trace carbs. And for people that are like, well, that's not natural. How can we find that in real life? Well, you're a fat pig. Okay, it isn't natural. Because it's a fucking weight loss, fucking a hardcore weight loss protocol. When you get to a good fucking body weight, you probably aren't going to eat that low on the protein and that high on the fat, jackass, fat pig. Fuck. You're a fat ass motherfucker. Okay, it's a fucking weight loss, hardcore weight loss protocol. Has nothing to do with being occurring in nature. Nothing to do with it. Because your fat ass wouldn't occur in nature. Okay, fucking use your fucking head. Okay, I see that way too often. Fuck. Could you pull off this diet in nature? Yeah, you could. Fucking a little bit of meat and whale blubber. Okay, there's going to be fucking ways you could get that much fat in nature. If you're an Eskimo. Okay, but fuck, use your fucking head. It's a fucking reset diet that fucking makes your hunger fuck all with a ton of salt, sodium and potassium. Okay, you get the macros right so you're showing fucking color on these fucking strips and I guarantee you're going to be losing weight. Guaranteed. Okay, you got to smarten up. It's a fucking weight loss protocol. Fuck. Doesn't need to occur in nature. Fuck. Okay, I'm fucking... Screenshot your questions if I missed them. I'm wrapping this up in 2 seconds. Soul Train donated me $2, letting you know I'm still sticking to the 2080 weight loss diet. Awesome job. Like I said, everybody should do at least 30 days straight on that. Strict. Then after that, you can fuck around. Okay, and if you fuck, you stay on it if you're a fat pig. If you start getting close to your good goal body weight, you can fuck around because now you're super fat adapted. Your body's going to work much better. If I missed any of your questions, screenshot them, send them to me on Instagram. I'm done.